Okay, I'm writing one question. What is the question? Consider tan A plus cot A will be equal to sec A into cosec A, right? I want to prove this one, right? Prove this question, the left hand side to right hand side. Okay, let us take left hand side. If I see left hand side, I can write here left hand side. Okay, so instead of 10, I can write sine A divided by cos A. Yes, sine A upon cos. Similarly, in the place of cot, I can write cos A divided by sine A. Answer is yes. Okay. Later, you know that when you are going for addition, you have to get what? What do you call this one? LCM. So here LCM will be what? Cos A into sine A, right? So now here you can see the LCM will be divided by cos A. What will be the remainder? Means the result. Sine A. So then when sine A is multiplied, how much you will get? Sine square A, right? Similarly, plus next one will be what? Cos square A, right? So later I am going to show you that sine square A and plus cos square A, the addition will be 1 divided by cos A into sine A. So the same thing we can write in the form of 1 divided by cos, 1 upon cos A, or and multiply by what? 1 upon sine A, right? So later I will show you that 1 by cos A will be equal to sec A and 1 by sine A will be cosec A. Yes, did you see? Now we took left hand side and finally we reached at right hand side. Hence this equation is proved. Okay, this is your trigonometry. What is this? Trigonometry or trigonometry is not English word. Okay, it is not an English word. This word is derived from Greek letter, which is the combination of 3 words, trigonometry. Okay, tri means 3, gono means angle, and metry means measurement. So basically it will explain about the measurement of 3 angles. But if I tell the definition of trigonometry, we will see the relationship between angle and the side of a triangle. For example, suppose this is a right angle triangle. Okay, I can name this right angle as ABC. Okay, where B is the right angle. Okay, in this triangle, you can notice that this is one angle. This angle is right angle, but remaining other 2 angles are acute angle, which is less than 90 degree. Okay, so consider this angle. You know, this value of this angle depends upon this side and this side. For example, if the length of this side increases, this angle also will increase. Are you with me? Similarly, if the length of this side increases, anything, if these 2 sides changes, then this value will be changing. Are you getting the point? That means if there is a change in the length of side and there will be a change in what? The value of the angle. Okay, this relationship means what will be the value of the side and for what will be the angle. This relationship is that this is what we are going to learn in trigonometry. Any question? So if this 2 length changes, then this angle also will change. This relationship we will learn in trigonometry. Okay, so in trigonometry we will see what is the ratio of the side and how it is affecting to the angle, right? So primarily this trigonometry, primarily in trigonometry, we will be discussing only about right angle triangle. But when you go advanced level, means when you go deeper and deeper in the subject, then we will see this trigonometry also can be applicable any type of triangle, because there we will be learning sine rules, cosine rules, sine law, cosine law, something is there. So it will be coming ahead, but primarily now we will focus on right angle triangle. Any question? Your question will be, is it valid only for right angle triangle? Primarily it is valid, but later we can apply in any type of triangle. Consider I am drawing one right angle triangle here. Is it visible? Answer is yes. So here this is right angle. Consider we are taking this angle. Okay, so this angle we can name as anything. Okay, if it is right angle triangle, you can name this angle as A or anything. Consider I am giving theta, its value is theta. Okay, you can write its value is x, anything, any variable we can use, right? Because remember, this theta will be always acute angle. Okay, acute angle in the sense its value will be always less than 90 degree. If it is more than 90 degree, then okay. So because you know these two sum will be what? 90 degree. Anyway, so this is theta, this is A. Okay, so what I want to say, in this triangle, these sides, they are given some name. Okay, if you are considering this angle, then for this angle, okay, you know this, the longest side is called your hypotenuse. What do you call this one? Hypotenuse. Okay, here also it is what? Hypotenuse. In the short form I am writing HYP, right? And for this angle, this side is associated. Okay, so we call this one adjacent angle. I can write in the short form ADJ, means adjacent angle. Okay, and for this angle, this is what opposite side. I can write it as opposite side. Okay, if you take this angle, then for this angle you can see this side is in front, that is called opposite side, and the side which is associated, that is called what, adjacent side, and this is by default it is what, hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is always the longest side for a right angle triangle. Or if you want to write in the style of Pythagoras, what he says, Pythagoras says this is base and this is your perpendicular. Both are meaning same. This is base or adjacent angle, adjacent side. So this is your perpendicular or opposite side. Remember this angle. Okay, and this is hypotenuse. Got the point? How to recognize adjacent side, how to find out opposite side, and how to find out hypotenuse. Can you find out? Now I will give you some questions now. Okay, this is one angle, this is one angle, and this is one angle. Okay, for example, this one I am writing, what I will write, x, y, z, x, z, y, no problem, right? Now, for this angle, which side is the adjacent side? BC. Yeah, so its name is BC. BC is what? Adjacent side. And which is the opposite side? AB is the opposite side, and which one is hypotenuse? AC is the hypotenuse. Any question? No. Similarly, for this one, which one is adjacent side? RQ. This is what, adjacent? Yes. And which one is opposite side? PQ is the opposite side, and which is hypotenuse? Yeah. Any question? No. Similarly, for this triangle, for this angle, which one is the opposite side? Yeah, MN is the opposite side. Which is adjacent side? This is adjacent side. And which is hypotenuse? This is your hypotenuse. So if you see any right angle triangle, for this angle it is adjacent side. But if I take this angle, for this angle, this side will be what? Adjacent side, and this will be what? Opposite side. Depends upon angle, what angle you are taking. Got the point? Similarly, for this angle, this is what? Adjacent side, and this is opposite side. If I take this angle, what will the opposite side? This one will be opposite side. Okay, so depends upon the triangle and the angle. Okay, if you change the angle, then opposite side and adjacent side will be changed. Any question? Yeah. No question. Look here, ABC is a right angle triangle. Okay, so this is your right angle triangle, and B is the right angle. Okay, now I am taking this angle. Can I write theta? Okay, theta is the angle. It is a variable. You can write x, y, z, anything. I am writing theta. It is a Greek letter. Okay. So in trigonometry, primarily you have to remember three ratio. Okay. One is sine, S-I-N-E, sine. Okay. In short form you are writing S-I-N. Okay. Next one is cosine, S-I-N-E. In the short form we are writing cos. And one more is tangent, which is we are writing in short form tan. Okay, and remember all are small letters. We are not using any capital letter here. Okay, we are not using any big letter. Okay, sine, cos, tan. Got the point? And these are the ratio of sides with respect to angle. Okay, for example, if I take this value, this angle, as I told you, so the value of this angle depends the value of these two sides, even this side also. Okay, so if you take these two sides, then if you compare with this one, we call it is sine theta. Theta means what angle? For example, if you are indicating this angle, if you are measuring, if you are expressing this angle, then you have to write sine theta. If something different, suppose if it is x is there, then you have to write what? Sine x. Got the point? So if you want its value depends upon the ratio of these two sides. What is these two sides? That means opposite sides over hypotenuse. These are the things you should remember. Similarly, if I want cosine, means cos theta, then this one depends upon these two ratio. What is that? Adjacent over hypotenuse. And for this tangent, depends upon these two sides. Okay, what is that? Adjacent and the opposite side. Yeah, opposite upon adjacent. Okay, if I tell you one style, sine is the ratio of opposite to hypotenuse. Sine is the ratio of opposite to hypotenuse. Cosine is the ratio of adjacent to hypotenuse, and tangent is the ratio of, these are the style you can remember. SOH-CAH-TOA. Okay, the entire trigonometry. There are many expressions, but I can say if you know this basic, these three things, maximum things in trigonometry you can write. Okay, sine is the ratio of opposite to hypotenuse, cosine is the ratio of adjacent to hypotenuse, and tangent is, oh I forgot theta, you have to write theta here. Okay, tan theta is the ratio of what? Opposite to adjacent. Any question? No question. Can you remember? If you want to write in Pythagoras style, how can you write? Yeah. Upon hypotenuse. Wow, so genius. For cosine theta, base upon hypotenuse. If you want to write tangent or tan theta, wow, great. Okay, so you can remember this style or Pythagoras style, both will be beneficial for you. Any question? No question. Now, sometimes we can write its we can write this one reverse order, reciprocal. Similarly, also we can write this reciprocal. Okay, so can I write here? Is it visible here? Okay, so if I write its reciprocal, how can I write? 1 upon sine theta, which will be equal to what? Hypotenuse upon opposite side. Similarly, cos, how can I write? 1 upon cos theta, which is equal to hypotenuse upon adjacent. And the next one is what? 1 upon tan theta, which is equal to what? Adjacent upon opposite, right? Okay, so this 1 by sine is known as a cosec theta. Okay, so and this is 1 by cos is known as your sec theta, and 1 upon tan is known as your cot theta, right? Okay, no problem. Got the point? Yeah. So I can write once again here. So this is 1 by sine theta. You can write what? Hypotenuse opposite. We can write what? Cosec theta. And this one is what? Sec theta. And this is what here? Cot theta. Now got the point? So the reciprocal of sine theta is what? Cosec theta. The reciprocal of cos theta? Sec theta. And the reciprocal of tan theta? Cot theta. Got the point? Yeah. You have to remember this table. Of course, you can use calculator, but you know, there are some boards that allow calculator and some boards that do not allow calculator. Because you are studying IGCSE, you can use calculator, but there are some different national boards that do not allow calculator. So in that case, how to remember the value? I'm writing some technique. You write the technique what I'm telling. You can write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then divide everything by 4, right? Then find out the square root. Okay, now look here. 0 divided by 4, 0, and square root of 0 is 0. Okay, then square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4, 2. So this is what? 1 upon 2. So here 2 1 is 2, 2 2 is 2, 1 by 2. The square root of 1 is 1 and square root of 2 is what? Root 2. Are you getting the point? So here square root of 3 will be 3, sorry, root 3, and here it will what? 2. Are you getting the point? So root 3 upon 2. The square root is only for 3. And here 4 divided by 4 and its root is 4 divided by 4, 1, and its value will be coming 1. Okay. Now for this, if it is completed, and the next what you write, this is same, and this value will come here, root 3 by 2. Again, this value will come here. There is a proof, but I'm telling you the shortcut way how to remember. Then this value will come here, and this value will come here. Okay. Now for this table, it is very easy. Means techniques are there, techniques and tricks. And for this table, you know, 1, you will write 1 here. The next one will written here, root 3 by 2. It will be at the same place. This one will written here. This one will be written here. Then here, you can write minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by root 2, minus 3 by 2, and minus 1. Any question? Okay, like this table you can remember, but you can use calculator also. Any question? So this is how you can form this table. And even tan, if you want to find out tan, I will tell you, because I will be explaining you the ratio how to find out tan. But like this, we can find out the values. Even we can find out the value of what with help of calculator also. Any question? Are you getting everything? Now this is a right angle. Okay. Consider this value is 4 and this is 3 and this is 5, you know, according to Pythagoras. Okay, can I name it as A, B, C, right? For example, if I ask you find out sine A, what will be the value of sine A? Is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. What is the value of opposite? 3 over 5. Similarly, if I ask you sine C quickly, Quickly.
4 upon 5.
4 upon 5. If I ask you cos C, quickly, which is what? Adjacent hypotenuse. Quickly. Adjacent. For C, which is the adjacent? Yes, 5. Okay. If I ask you 10A is what? Opposite divided by adjacent. Quickly. For yes. You know, you should be very fast in calculation. When any angle is told, you have to identify. Okay, you have to identify which one is opposite side and which is the adjacent side. If you identify the side, because this longest side is always fixed, this hypotenuse. Which one is adjacent and which one is opposite? If for this angle, this is what? Adjacent side and this is opposite side. Quickly. If you find out, then you can find out the ratio. Okay. For example, quickly, if I ask you CO cosec A, quickly. Cosec A, hypotenuse over opposite.
It's
5 over 3. Yes. You have to identify. Similarly, if I ask you cosec C,
it's 3. No. 4, 3.
hypotenuse.
Oh, it's 5. 5 over 4. 5 over 4.
Yes. Okay. So when you find any ratio cosec C, for C, COSEC, again angle C. Yeah. Cosec C is what? Yeah. Correct? Is the ratio correct? Hypotenuse over opposite, what I gave you? Then is the value correct? You have to write the ratio and you have to write the value. Any question? No question. Now the real trigonometry starts from here. Okay. Now question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. Okay. For example, no, before that, okay, let me find out. Okay. Question number 1, for example, given multiply 10A into cot A. Okay. Sometimes it will be written sine theta into cosec theta. Okay, 2 questions for example. Okay, now look at the first question. You have to multiply. Can I write 10A? Answer is yes. Again, multiplication? Yes. You know cot A is the reciprocal of 10A. Are you with me? So instead of cot A, can I write 1 upon 10A? Now what will happen in the future? Yeah, now 10A cancel. Final answer is 1. It's very easy. Trigonometry, very easy. Did you understand? Similarly, this case. Now, I am writing sine theta. Yes, into 1 upon cosec theta. The reciprocal of cosec theta is what? I have given already beginning. What is the reciprocal of cosec theta?
It is tan theta.
Reciprocal of cosec theta.
It's sine.
Sine theta. Now it is becoming what? Sine theta. So then sine theta into sine theta. Twice it is multiplied. Sine theta square. Look here. You can write in this style, or if you want to remove the bracket, you have to write sine square here. So never write, you should not write what? Sine theta square. Never write like this. Okay. The square is written with this trigonometric identity. Any question? So now tell me, is trigonometry easy or difficult? Very easy. Okay, but you have to remember this 3 ratio. If you know this 3 ratio, you can write all the ratios. If you write all the ratios, then your trigonometry is easy. Any question? No question. Now one more question. Now find out the value of sine square theta plus cos square theta. Sine square theta plus cos square theta. Now look here. If I draw a right angle triangle, look here. If this angle is theta, any angle theta. So this side is called what? Adjacent side. This is called what? Opposite side. And this is what here? Hypotenuse, right? And according to Pythagoras, you know that the square of these two, the sum of the square of these two is always equal to the square of this one. Okay, that means hypotenuse square is always equal to what? Adjacent square plus opposite square. Are you with me? Yeah. So this relationship you should remember. Okay. Now look here. Sine square theta. So instead of sine theta, what I can write? Opposite by hypotenuse. Any question? Since it is square, I am giving square. Look here. Sine square theta means what I told you, it is sine whole square theta. So instead of sine theta, I wrote what? Opposite upon hypotenuse. And square is there outside. Now, similarly, instead of cos, what I can write? Adjacent upon hypotenuse. Then square will be there. Any question? No question. Then square will be for both opposite square upon what? Hypotenuse square plus what? Adjacent square upon what? Hypotenuse square, right? So later the LCM will be what? Same hypotenuse square. Are you with me? Then if the LCM is same, then both will be written what? Opposite square plus adjacent square. Now you can see here opposite square plus adjacent square is becoming what? That means here numerator also hypotenuse square and denominator also hypotenuse square. Final answer will be how much? 1. Yes, this is 1. That means always you remember sine square theta and cos square theta is always equal to 1. and both the angle should be same. If it is here x and here y, different angle means the value will be different. For same angle, it will be 1. This is one formula, this is one identity. Any question? Sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Okay, now I will be sharing some question in the description. You will find out the question and you will find out the solution. Again, we will have a lot of class. Okay, now you have to use your calculator. Suppose it is a right angle triangle. Okay, this angle is 30 degree. Okay, and this side is 3 centimeter. Okay, so then what is the length of this side? You have to find out. Okay, if these two sides are asked, means the ratio of these two sides, you can use the ratio formula. You know, for this angle, this is what?
3 centimeters.
This side is what? Opposite side. And this is what? Hypotenuse. So then, in this case, we can use sine ratio. Sine 30 degrees what? 3 centimeter divided by hypotenuse. I don't know hypotenuse, but I know this value is given 3, right? Then what is the value of sine 30 degree? You can use either calculator or trigonometric table. Okay, the value will be coming 1 by 2 or 0.5, anything you can use, which is equal to 3 divided by hypotenuse. Any question? Then you can do the cross multiplication. So hypotenuse into 1 is what? Hypotenuse, which is equal to 3 to the 6. So this is your 6 centimeter. It's very easy. Any question? This will be what? 6 centimeter. No question. So similarly, I will be giving you some values. Then you have to find out. Now quickly calculate and tell me.